What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And after all of these years, after the community polls that we've had to decide when this certain character would receive a legend, we finally have the first reveal of Legend Ivankov as a brand new Sugo Fest exclusive. Unfortunately, very similar to Legend Kuma, a character that a lot of people, myself included, wanted to see arrive as a legend, somewhat relegated, I suppose, as a Rumble legend instead, which I'm not really a big fan of, to be honest. I don't like the fact that they do that, because Rumble legends are inherently worse characters in normal content, and a lot of the time, Rumble legends, when they come out, aren't even that good in Rumble either. They're just terrible low-tier legends. And unfortunately, I do think Ivankov kind of falls into that as well. We're going to go ahead and break it down. This banner does go live on June 2nd. We'll get the official announcement in the news tomorrow. But, you know, we've got Ivankov here featured on a Cerebral Pirate Rumble Sugo Fest. And it's pretty simple stuff. You do have a discount on the first multi, legend or a Rumble character on the second multi. You get a leveled up character on the third, Rumble character on the fourth, and then you get a recommended unit on the fifth. Obviously, you go all the way to 25 to guarantee yourself the Ivankov. No way in hell should you be doing that, but hey, you know, it's the option's there if you want to go ahead and do that. So in terms of what Ivankov actually does, we're just going to get into it because Ivankov is so goofy. So quick Cerebral Free Spirit, no real surprises there. Just bring your attention to his potential abilities though. Recoverable HP amount down removal by 5 turns, pinch healing, as well as hunger removal by 3. I mean, pretty obscure potential abilities for sure. Let's go ahead and break it down. So, Captain ability boosts all characters' attack by 5 times, boosting their attack by 5.5 when they've got a Recovery Tandem 1 or MTG or a Rainbow slot, as well as making Recovery and Tandem beneficial to the crew. And if you attack super effectively, you get a Recovery slot at the start of that next turn. It's pretty reminiscent, actually, of the Rush Sugo Fest Sanji. Very similar kit in terms of what it does, in terms of the slot stuff, making you get a higher attack buff when you have basically non-type slots, and then if you attack super effectively, you get a recovery slot. Very similar to Legend Sanji, and this character synergizes very well with that unit. So the special ability of this unit is incredibly goofy. So there's a lot to go through. First of all, your entire top row receives -3 special charge time. Then, if the crew has a base attack boost when you launch the special, extends the duration of the base attack boost by 1 turn. Wish it was 2 turns, but it is what it is. Then, if the captain is a fighter or a slasher, boosts the crew's attack by 2.25 for 3 turns. Okay, you know, pretty basic stuff. And then, furthermore, if the captain is a shooter or a striker, boosts the crew's orbs by 2.25 for 3 turns. Okay, if the captain is Free Spirit or Powerhouse, boosting the color affinity of the crew by 2.25 for 3 turns. And if the captain is a Cerebral or a Driven character, you get a 1.3 chain addition for 3 turns. Furthermore, if the captain is a Strength, Dex, or Quick character, reduces defense up and damage reduction by 6 turns. That is very good. And then if the captain is a Psi or an Int type, reduces Bind and Despair duration by 6 turns. Incredibly goofy special. But I will admit, I actually don't mind the special. As weird as it is, the fact that it has so many different things going on, the main reason why this character exists is because they want you to use Legend Bond Clay with this unit. So you use Legend Bond Clay as the captain, and then his base special, obviously, Bond Clay, he's a Psi Fighter Free Spirit, which means you would get the Bind Despair removal, you would get an attack boost for 3 turns, and he's Free Spirit, so you'd also get the color affinity, right? The 2.25 color affinity for 3 turns. And then you can use Bond Clay's special, of course, to change him into a different type. You can change him to whatever else to get additional effects from Ivankov's special, hypothetically, if you're able to do that, right? So, you can understand what's going on here. You use Bond Clay, and then you basically change Bond Clay to make Ivankov's special work for whatever situation you're in. So that is the way that it's kind of supposed to work. But also, Rush Sugo Fest Sanji, he gives you a base attack boost when you launch his special. So you could actually use this special to extend the duration of that base attack boost if you wanted to do that. And then also, you know, you could basically use the special to give you an attack buff because Sanji's a fighter. Sanji's also Free Spirit, so you can also get the color affinity boost from Ivankov too. So yeah, there's a bit of synergy there between characters that apply base attack boost and then also could synergize with this unit too. So Ivankov is very, very strange. Recovery and tandem slots are beneficial as a sub, and you get a full board of recovery at the start of the quest. Obviously, very important. We know that with Legend Zoro that's come out, any character that has an ability to give you a full board of recovery at the start of the quest have become very valuable. So this is another character that you can add to that list. But remember, it is a Rumble Legend, so there's no super type, there's no super class, there's no captain action. It's a very bare bones, basic captain special type unit. Very old school style legend. And unfortunately, the support effect of this unit doesn't help either. It only attaches to essentially the units that were, or the characters that were during the Impel Down / Marineford arc, and it just gives you damage reduction and base stat. So that's a very underwhelming support effect. It would have been nice if it did something a little bit more interesting, maybe some orb change or removing a debuff or something like that, because unfortunately it just doesn't do a whole lot. But remember though, it is a Rumble Legend, so let's go ahead and have a look at this character's Rumble stats. So the Rumble ability of Ivankov gives your cerebral characters HP and attack level 6, and your quick allies get guard up level 5. Now, this is something that they are pushing. They are pushing heavy on this quick cerebral agenda. I'm going to be making a separate video because we actually got information on some characters that are going to be receiving some buffs in Pirate Rumble, which is cool. And some cerebral units, or a cerebral unit, gets targeted for a very interesting increase, which could actually synergize very well with this Ivankov. So the quick cerebral team is definitely what they're trying to go for here. But the thing is even if you come up against a quick cerebral team, like, Dex teams will just clear it anyway. Like, Dex are so strong, I don't think it matters that much. But at least they're trying something different, right? Potentially in the future, if they release more and more quick cerebral legends that synergize with this team comp, then it could be very, very good. Now, the actual special of this unit, 35 CT, is incredibly high, and it targets teammates in a large range for 25-second half stat reduction. That is really, really cool. The fact that you have an ability to just remove half stats is very nice. But of course, it is a bit niche because you have to actually be inflicted with half stats at the time that Ivankov's able to launch the special, so it might not always be the best thing. But the fact that there's a character that can help you do that is nice, at least. Your cerebral allies also get 6 attack, 6 recovery, and 6 speed for 25 seconds, which is pretty good buffs. And then it targets 3 high attack enemies for 1.5 damage. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's a very focused unit on providing support to your squad. Now, as for the resistance, completely evades half stats, which is very cool. But for a character such as this that isn't focused on offense, it's only really going to help this unit defensively, really, and also 30% damage reduction versus strength. So that's the Rumble Legend Ivankov. A very, very goofy legend, and it's not the type of unit that you need to go out of your way, spend a lot of gems to try and get a hold of, you know? This is the type of unit that if you get it, it's awesome. If you don't, you're not really missing out on a whole lot. There's also a brand new Rumble Rare Recruit that's debuting in this banner alongside Ivankov, which is Inazuma, and Inazuma shares the same class and colors as the Ivankov, being quick, free spirit, and cerebral. The base kit of this unit doesn't matter. We're talking about the Rumble kit because it is a Rumble character at the end of the day. Once again, providing buffs to cerebral, level 5 attack, level 5 crit, and then your quick allies also get level 5 HP. So of course, if you're running quick cerebral, you're getting all of these buffs at once. And then the special, which is actually not bad, which it targets enemies in a large horizontal range for defense down level 7 for 20 seconds, which is that's pretty good for a defense down special. And then it targets 2 enemies for 2 times damage up to 3 times. The fact is that the defense reduction only being in a horizontal range is a bit of an issue, in my opinion. I wish that, you know, the characters that he targeted with the defense reduction were the characters he did his special on. Would have been nice if it worked out that way. Or if the defense reduction was in a wider area but slightly less, like maybe level 5 but in a large radial range, would have been better. I just don't know if this character is actually going to see a lot of play. I mean, people are going to try and build these quick cerebral teams right now. They're still not going to be that potent, in my opinion. In terms of the resistance, at least completely evading special bind is actually a really big deal. And then once again, strength damage reduction. So, you know, this quick cerebral squad, it's interesting for sure, but I just don't see it being that good, to be honest. It's fine, but at least they're trying something a little bit different. But this is going to be one of those Rumble banners that, I mean, personally, I don't even know if I'll even do a discount. I might do a discount multi, but that would be it. I mean, I'm going to wait until they release some better Rumble characters down the line. That's going to wrap it up for me, though. That's pretty much all we're going to be doing here, just to talk about this brand new Rumble banner with Legend Ivankov. So hopefully you enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.